Good morning. Good morning. I believe we're 4 days after the election, and a lot of things are taking place. But today I want to have a discussion, and just to shed light, because in our Bible it states that people perish from lack of knowledge. People perish from lack of knowledge. And not only do we suffer with that from a perspective of the African American and maybe other ethnicity groups, but we also have a willingness to not want knowledge, to not look and search for knowledge, to not read and educate ourselves on knowledge, to not look into credible sources that provide us good information that help us better our family life, our community, our spiritual lives. And we have been dumbfounded when it comes to these measures because we've been trained through some sort of indoctrination in this country. I'm going to get to the point in a second. But let me start off. We've been bamboozled, hoodwinked, slicked, tricked, all kind of stuff on history. And we need to really examine that. And I think that's why they have taken history out of the school, especially black history, real history, black history, not that made up history they trying to give us, but the real black history. Like who really were in favor of freeing slaves in the 1800s? Who really got us free from slavery? What party? What political party? And then that history has gotten twisted and twisted and twisted. And if we go back, I can't tell you. You have to do this research yourself. I can put you on a path where you would know, and it may cause you to want to look for this. But it was the Democrat, the party that was for slavery, instituted slavery. It was the Republican Party that freed us from slavery. And in fact, I'm going to shift topic here to a subject called the Stockholm Syndrome. It's when a captor takes an individual and the individual then adapts to the captor's ways and loves the captor's ways and even becomes as the captor, or even worse if they are put in a position of power. I think this started with a bank robbery, I believe in Switzerland or wherever, where these robbers held these hostages at bay as captors for 3 days. And they were under their control. And in that short 3 days, these people identified and liked the captors and became as they were. And in fact, when the criminals were captured, prosecuted, and put in jail, several of them that were captors went to visit them in jail. And in fact, one of them married their captors and had children by them. They adapted to their ways. We came here as slaves on a ship to a land we know nothing about, to a language we don't even speak. And they treated us inhumanely, ungodly. It's just unbearable what they did to us. No other race been done like this. None. And they have treated us so badly till we don't even know who we are, and we will never know who we are because we've been bamboozled. They shifted the game. They tricked us. And then in the 1865, when they gave us the freedom to emancipation, no more slavery, and then I believe Abraham Lincoln instituted a thing called the Homestead Act, where they would give each slave 150 acres of land in certain states. I believe like Oklahoma, those states that way. It was 4 of them. And the vast majority of the slaves chose not to go. They chose to stay with the master who had abused them unmercifully, who have raped their wives and their daughters and their boys, did all kind of humane things to them. And what the white women did to those boys and those men. But they were so indoctrinated and with the master that whatever, they chose to stay with master. And here we are today. We moved to the civil rights, still trying to identify and be as master, want to eat at master's table, want master to adopt us and take us in his house. And that's never gonna happen. So we were the nucleus family. The African American was the nucleus family for the entire world. Everybody marveled at the black family. And then we got tricked with this thing called civil rights. Now all of a sudden, we want to just sit back with the master, with the white supremacy folk again, with the Ku Klux Klan, with the masters of old. We want to so badly be accepted by them. We didn't need them. They tricked us into why we want to go sit in a white restaurant and eat with them white folk when we had our own black restaurants and our food was way better than their food. Why we want to sit on the toilet next to some white folk when we sat on our own toilet and our bathroom was better than their bathroom? Why we want to go hang out with the white folk at their baseball games and at their stuff when our Negro league was way better than any white folk league? Why we want to go to some white folk entertainment, whatever they had back then, when our black folk controlled the entertainment world that the white folk loved them? But we got that Stockholm syndrome. We just want to be identified as acceptable by master. And we have it today. And we have these people that try to rule us, the house Negro, still in these places of power today, trying to tell us stuff. We've been voting Democrat forever and we ain't got shit. Sorry for my language. Detroit was the #1 city in the world. In the freaking world. Till they did this civil rights mess. Memphis was glorious. Beale Street was glorious. Come on, man. Harlem was glorious. Come on, man. Come on, man. Till they dealt, Martin Luther King got tricked into some freaking civil rights by Margaret Sanger, whatever her name, the founder of Planned Parenthood and the founder of some Negro Council, which the whole foundation is kill black babies. To make sure you kill as black babies as possible. And they have made it a religion, and our dumbass black folk seem to agree with this crazy thinking. Man, wake up, man. We have aborted 65 million babies since this Roe Wade 1963 act. What makes it okay to kill babies in a mama womb? And a lot of people don't know what abortion is. Y'all must think you pass some gas and it just and a little seed pop out your booty hole, and that's the no. If that baby is in you already formed, they got to go in there and cut it up in pieces. Cut the hands off, the legs off, the head off, the legs off. They got to cut it in pieces, then they sell the pieces. Man, we've been bamboozled, man. Wake the hell up, man. Quit voting this crazy nonsense. It ain't done nothing for us, man. They gonna offer us, what the hell, some fucking weed, man. They be talking about some weed. And some payoff, some payday. Some payday. Some car title, some subprime loan. That's what we get. When them Italians can't hear they were the Lord, when them Irish can't hear they were the Lord, when them Jews can't hear they were the Lord, but they made it a point anybody can be got, even the president can be killed. They changed their ways, baby. They gave the Italians the fire department. They gave the Irish the police department. They gave the Jews I got a word, I can't remember, but like the administration and Hollywood and the banks. Blacks don't want to do nothing. We got no problem killing each other, man. We got no problem killing each other, bro. But the motherfuckers we ain't trying to touch, man. We gotta wake up, change our way, change our thinking. I hope this helps somebody. I'm gonna cut this off right here. But I really hope this helps somebody. Change your thinking. I'm giving you Christian Bible stuff. Bible says you got to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. If you're in a situation, in a state of life that you don't want to be in, you hate it, you've been like this for generations, and you know this is going to be like this for generations to come, right freaking now, change your mindset. Get off your knees, get out the book, and change your mindset and go do something that's going to help produce what future you're looking for. Staying on your knees is not going to give you that future, man. It's not. Anyway, I love each and every one of y'all. Let not your heart be troubled.